In this video, I am going to demonstrate how you can exploit a server-side include vulnerability and chain the same with ViewState deserialization for remote code execution in Microsoft SharePoint. Make sure you watch the complete video for good understanding of the vulnerability and the exploitation. Being said that, let's roll the intro. First, I will brief you about what is SharePoint and the vulnerabilities. If you are interested in the demonstration one, you can jump to that directly using the timestamp. SharePoint is one of the most popular web-based collaboration and content management platform from Microsoft. Recently, in few of the Microsoft products, the security researcher has found server-side include vulnerability. By exploiting this particular vulnerability, we are going to read sensitive file from the application. And using ViewState deserialization issue, we are going to execute a command on the server. To exploit this particular vulnerability, we need to have a valid credentials to login into the application. The account should have a page creation privilege, which in fact is a standard permission in SharePoint. Now I'm going to use put http method and try to insert a data on a file called sample.aspx. After that, we are going to access the same via browser. Now we confirm that we have privilege to create any files on the SharePoint application. At this point of time, you might have thought, why don't I upload a reverse shell and get access to the system? Loading is possible, but the backend system validates all the file content and it won't allow any malicious content to be executed. So next step, I am going to exploit server-side include vulnerability and fetch the web config internal file to a file name called ssi.axpx. Here I am using Bobsuit, and once I have forwarded the request, we can see that 201 created. Now to fetch the same file, I am going to use Bobsuit again, and here we can confirm that we have successfully retrieved web.config file. In web.config file, we will capture validation key and the validation algorithm for ViewState deserialization. After capturing this value, I am going to use why-so-serial. ViewState deserialization is itself an interesting topic where based on various scenarios, the exploitation level is changed. If you are not familiar with this, let me know in the comments and I'll work on the video to explain the same. To generate ViewState serialized payload, we'll be using why-so-serial. Why-so-serial is a very popular tool for generating various payload for the exploitation. Now we are going to generate a payload using why-so-serial. Here I have already captured the validation key from the previous Bobsuit result, as well as the algorithm that we have got is HMAC SAR256. After getting the payload, we'll have to get an endpoint where ViewState is used so that we can post our payload. One of the endpoint is on the screen right now. Once I click OK, I'll capture the same request on Bobsuit and I'm going to change the value of ViewState with the payload whatever we have generated. I've already captured the post request of zoombldr.axpx. In the ViewState parameter, I have already inserted the payload that we have generated using why-so-serial. This particular payload is going to open a notepad.exe on the target server, and once I click on go, we can see that we have got 200 response, and we can observe that the notepad.exe is open on the server. Using this particular strategy, even we can gain a reverse shell on the system and exploit further. Based on the privilege the server is running, we can do any malicious activity on the server itself. Being said that, I would end the demonstration here. Whenever you find a SharePoint application, make sure you try this particular vulnerability. Microsoft has released the security update addressing the vulnerability by correcting how SharePoint checks the source markup of the application package. I strongly recommend anyone who is using this product to apply the patch. Thank you for watching this video. If you learned something new today, please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For any doubts, suggestion or advice, kindly post it into the comment section. I will make sure to reply to the comments. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. This will encourage me to contribute more to InfoSec and cybersecurity community.